And so in Virginia, a large school district is getting serious with teachers and has issued a dress code. And the union and many of the teachers are up in hand. And basically, it says that no more flip flops, no short pants, no blue jeans, and no piercing fears, and cover up tattoo as much as possible. Now, I was thinking of something similar to this, and I was going to talk to the superintendent of a certain school district here in Oakland. I've been to a school recently, and I dressed up in my suit and tie and so on, and I went for an interview. And when these teachers saw me, and they began to feel inferior, and they rejected me, as it were. I was going to be having a certain position in math, and he took me over to the teacher because I would have been teaching two. I would be there all day with her, but I would have control of the class for the last two periods. So when she saw me, she said, "No, no, 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 no. Today we're doing something different." They were talking about bullying. So he said tomorrow. So when I came back tomorrow, she had a white guy in there, and he was dressed ordinary, shirt out his pants, some little sneakers, and they were cozy together, and they're working together, sharing information on the computer. So I thought I was out. I mean, this teacher has some racist problems, so I am really getting into that on this junction. But the next day I went back, as I said, I dressed now ordinary because the interview was over, and they were avoiding me. One guy tells me, if you're going to come in my class, you have to email me and let me know you're coming in advance, and so on. But they're dressing just ordinary shirt and slacks and sneakers and so on. I didn't see any with flips. I don't think flip flop is here in California. But you see, my contention is that they're professionals, one, and secondly, they're being paid real good. Some of these teachers are being paid $60,000 a year, and where on earth are you going to be paid all that kind of money and you're dressing down as if you're a piece of trash, or you're going to picnic in the park? And no wonder these students are dressing with the pants down, because I guess these teachers also, their teachers were dressing ordinary, and so these students are taking it to the next level and wearing the pants down, all kind of baggy pants and all kind of funny stuff. I think the learning environment is so special. Education is a very special thing. It's religion. It's special, and the more you could think of yourself as being important and special, I think it would be best for the country and for your own personal experience and for your education experience. Because if you consider yourself as important, you see yourself as being above certain type of behaviors. You're going to behave professional. Even as a student, you will spend the time to study and to behave right to teaching the fellow students and so on. Some of them girls go dress, you see all the belly out, they're wearing all kind of shorts, and the most you could feel towards them is some kind of aroused kind of situation, which you need to respect each other and operate in a professional way. And ladies and men ought to dress properly so as not to cause their colleagues to feel, be drawn off track, as it were, from this professional learning experience, some sexual something or some funny something over there. And some of these things, they dress up for Halloween and they're looking funny and evil and so on. So my recommendation would have been is the principal has to distinguish himself, the administration, the principal and the vice principals. Maybe they wear a suit with a waistcoat, and perhaps the principal might have a chain on the lapel or some kind of thing establishing that this is the highest one, and then they come down, and teachers should even wear suits sometimes to go to work, but minimum they should wear a dress pants, a shoes that needs to be shined, and tie, and a vest or some other shirt. And I can't see why a teacher would want to pierce themselves, except because piercing, when you look at piercing, it's coming from the third world. It's coming from Africa and from India and the Philippines and these third world countries, and the Middle East and so on. And I'm not sure how we're being influenced by these foreign cultures. Now I know that many times parents come here from wherever, and they instill in the kids that, man, thing back home is so good and so professional and so special. It's even better than America. And these children aren't mature enough or informed enough to say, well, why did you come here, Pa? Can we go back and live where you born and grew up and stuff? Don't go there. Just accept that over there it's so important. And some of these people from Jamaica, especially, they're wearing dreadlocks over here because down in Jamaica, maybe that's a big thing. And piercing. I remember when I was growing up, a guy you come to a guy with some funny proposal and he say, "Wait, you think I'm wearing a ring in my nose or what?" Because folks from India were wearing a ring in their nose, and generally they weren't so hip and they weren't so shine or street smart and so forth. So people will do them things and take the money and so on, um, sell them nothing and take the money. One guy sold an Indian man that came from in the countryside, the city hall. You know what I mean? So they do them stuff. I see once a white guy wearing a bone through his nose. Of course, it's a bone cut in half with a spike in between so that it would go through his nose, not a whole bone go through his nose. I don't know what the guys did in Africa for their bone through the nose. And so when I see somebody with a bone through the nose, I just assume in my mind that this person's an idiot. Because if you're a professional, you're important and you have value in yourself, you won't go and treat your body like that, tattooing and so on. Um, and so what do you expect the students to do? They're kind of making education, now God is out of it, and it's harder now that God is out of it. Now you're making it foreign and more evil than you could think. Because school's supposed to be a place to learn and to become classic and classy, and not necessarily to snob people along the road, but to put education gives you value, as it were, because you have expertise. And I tell some elementary, some middle school students, I say, look, you have enough expertise in agriculture to go and tell your neighbors that I could make your yard green. I could give you one tree that will bear 7 fruits. One citrus tree bearing lime, lemon, orange, grapefruit, tangerine, all that, just one tree. I tell this guy, you could make money like that to save right now, and you could get your way into college. But he's saying, like he just can't, he doesn't have the confidence in the stuff he has learned so far. I'm saying, yeah, you could do that. And so, we need to start moving on this thing because it's becoming real bizarre. I see this white guy down where I was teaching wearing shorts and sneakers. Now, if I try that, I know they're gonna laugh at me and they're gonna tell me I can't do that. But he could do it, and it's no problem. But generally, people in the office, they dress, you don't even think they're professional and they're working in place. In fact, some people in the community, they might even tell them they're teaching, and they would think that, oh, you must have just got a job, or really working in a restaurant or working in some handyman place and so forth. This guy's making some big money. And maybe it's a good way to hide your true potential so they don't come to you thinking, oh, boy, things bad, oh man, my job is not secure and so forth. But no, they need to dress properly and give themselves the respect so that the students can respect them, because you can't spank them. You have to find a way that they're going to respect you. And if you dress in worse than them or just like them, as a professional, as a teacher, you need to set an example, and they need to follow you, because they're going to follow you because you're a significant other. And as such, we want our young people to demonstrate some value. I see some countries where they wear, in the winter, they wear a jacket, a winter jacket sort of, with socks. Girls wear the skirt with this tall socks and shoes and nice clean white shirt or blouse. It does something for the student. And apart from leveling the field, nobody can come here no $300 shoe and try to intimidate the place, come with a whole bunch of bling and a whole bunch of jewelry and so forth. No. This is the uniform, and this is what you wear. And I applaud this school district in Virginia, and I hope that other school districts and even teachers on their own should volunteer to start dressing up properly, because it's becoming very, very bad. It's looking like sometimes you won't know if you're living in some foreign and little third world country overseas where nothing works. But again, history is that folks don't understand. I recall a long time ago the white folks were telling us that, oh, you don't know how to run your country, you should run like us. People just dress right and this and that. In those days, people used to dress with tie to go to work and go to church to go with suits. And I tell you what, in my poor country, I had a suit. I might have been one of the only guys in the area to have a suit. And it did increased my value of myself and my value in myself, and seeing that, I'm seeing possibilities and what I could do, etc. And made a big difference to me. And I think that many of these students that playing dumb, if they start dressing up and start thinking of themselves in proper terms, and don't call themselves my dog and I'm dog and this V and all this kind of stuff, and start respecting the lady, ma'am, sir, thank you and so forth. That's a part of the education. I think it will make them into some outstanding citizens.